Good morning. I'm here with the international women. Monkey, the queen of the foot tappies. And Nala, the queen of the mouth snappies. Today, we're going to be giving you a guided tour around Barcelona, showing you some of our favourite spots designed by Antoni Gaudí. Who is Gaudí? Gaudí was an architect. He was born in 1852 and he studied architecture here in Barcelona. He was a leading figure for Catalan modernism. He has a very distinctive style. He combines Gothic with Art Nouveau. He uses lots of vibrant colours, organic shapes and intricate details, which makes the work that he did around the city so interesting to look at. So we're going to take you around to our favourite spots. I think there are 10 in total. It's going to be a long day, but these two are looking forward to it, I think. Our first stop is going to be Palau Güell. This is just 20 minutes from our house, uphill, and it's one of my favourite spots ever, especially to walk the dogs. Because I'm a resident, I have a residence card. I can get in before the tourists. Unfortunately today, we'll probably be joined by a few as I'm a little bit late, but that's no problem. It's going to be beautiful anyway. Let's go to Palau Güell. It's actually just started raining, so I'm gonna have to do this solo because the dogs do not like the rain. I could have picked any day for this. It's been lovely all week and I've just bloody picked the wrong bloody... Apparently the weather is going to get better after 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I'll take them to Palau Güell because they love it there and I don't want them to miss it. So I'm gonna head into the city and show you all the inner city bits that Gaudí has designed. We'll go from there. First stop, La Sagrada Família. So they started construction on this thing in 1882 and it's not due to finish until 2026. So that is a long time to have something unfinished, but Gaudí literally dedicated the last part of his life to getting this done. And he's actually buried there. He was hit by a tram in Barcelona and died, and he's buried in the crypt of the cathedral. So the cathedral has 18 towers, 12 represent the apostles, 4 represent the evangelists, 1 represents the Virgin Mary, and the last one, which is still under construction, eventually it's going to be 172 meters tall, making it the largest church building in the world. Represents Jesus Christ. I think it's going to be a big cross, but you see we're getting closer to it now. My mum is going to love this video. She is fascinated by this building. So if you're watching, hey mum. We're not going to go in today because it's bloody expensive, but basically the inside resembles like a forest, quite remarkable. I'm not religious, but when you're in there for a second you're like, I feel something. There we go. So there are loads of different parts to it. It's not all the same thing all the way around. I'll try and get a good shot of all of it. So you can see this is the first part that they worked on. And you can see the color of the stone changes as you go around. So this is the oldest part. So this side is called the Nativity facade, representing the birth of Jesus and stuff. You've got 3 different portals representing hope and a couple of other things. So this is the Nativity facade. It's so tall it makes your head spin looking at it. So then you've got the Glory facade, which is still under construction. And they think this too will be one of the last things to be finished. It's going to look amazing. You can have a Google La Sagrada Família finished to see what it's going to look like. And this side is the Passion facade, which represents the death and the suffering of Jesus Christ. And this is actually my favourite side. It's very dramatic looking, loads of amazing angles. Yeah. I'm going to take a walk around and get some different angles of it. Honestly, the more you look, the more you see, and the more beautiful it gets. It's breathtaking, so if you're ever in Barcelona, you gotta check that out. And I do recommend going inside at least once in your lifetime. Right, coffee, and then on to the next. So from La Sagrada Família to where I'm going, it's a 25-minute walk. I'm just soaking up the atmosphere, got my coffee. I love the city anyway, it's like walking through a museum. So many interesting things to look at. So next up, we're headed to Casa Milà, or La Pedrera, as it's known in Catalan. It was built between 1906 and 1912, and actually at first, people hated it. They considered it a bit of an eyesore. But over time, it started being celebrated for its design. And now it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, open to the public. You can get in, learn all about it. It's a museum. My favorite thing about it, and this is common throughout Gaudí's work, is the lack of straight lines. His affinity to natural form and organic shapes, it's really what sets his stuff apart from other architects, to be honest. So I'm excited to show you this one. So you got this twisted iron on each balcony, and no two are the same. They're all completely unique. That's one of the most distinctive features about it. It's home to one of the first underground garages in the city, and it has a complex ventilation system that basically means that air conditioning is not necessary. How cool is that? You see what I mean about the straight lines? He loves the wavy, organic form. So that was Casa Milà, or La Pedrera. Now we're off to Casa Batlló, which is super close. So the building itself actually existed before, but Gaudí remodeled it in 1906, and it's probably one of the most striking buildings in Barcelona, covered in ceramic tile and glass. It's very colourful and definitely one of my favourite pieces in the city as well. The Casa Batlló as well is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's received so many awards for design and conservation. You'll see in a second he drew a load of inspiration from the marine world. It's very flowy and watery, and again it lacks the typical straight lines you see on every other building here in Barcelona. I think you're going to like this. I also love the fact that during the festive period they use a lot of projections and lights and stuff in the city to illuminate some of these structures, and this over Christmas is like unbelievable. Like a whole light show on the front of this, you know, aquatic looking building. Yeah, it's awesome. So I've got another 25-minute walk and it's just started spitting again. I am very glad I didn't bring the girls because I have a feeling it's going to chuck it down any moment. We will definitely finish the day in Palau Güell, all three of us, and they can do all their walkies, weewies, sniffies, tree sniffies, park pooies in Palau Güell. I'm here in Plaça Catalunya, which is literally the center of the city. It started raining quite hard, but being a British boy, I love it. So now we're off to go and see Palau Güell, which is one of Gaudí's earliest constructions. It was built between 1886 and 1888, so it's super old. It was designed as a multifunctional urban residence with living spaces, reception areas and service points. I'm excited to see this one because I don't think I've actually seen it before. So Palau Güell. In order to get there, we're going to have to walk down La Rambla. You'll know that there was a terrorist attack a few years ago. A van drove down this pedestrian avenue and killed a load of people. It was very, very traumatic for the city. Lovely street, can get a little rowdy at night times. It's a bit of a tourist trap, but it basically once served as the drainage ditch for the city. Essentially, it runs all the way down to the coast, but they made it an avenue for pedestrians, and it's nice, but I'm gonna have to be careful with my technology, let's just say that. So as I'm here anyway, I'm going to show you, it's nothing to do with Gaudí, but it's pretty beautiful. This is La Boqueria. Boc is a goat in Catalan. The origins of this market go back to the 13th century, and I believe originally it was used to just sell goat meat. It was established in the 1850s, and it's just been developed since, but it's bloody cool, and I think it's going to look awesome on my camera. So let's go check it out. It gets very busy. Yeah, here we go, La Boqueria. In the past, I've struggled to find a few things in the supermarkets, like chilies, good quality dates, and this is the place to get it actually. It's a little bit expensive, of course, because of the tourism, but you can pretty much find anything. There are butchers that sell all sorts of different types of meat and different cuts of meat. There's a whole room dedicated to seafood. You can sit at some of the bars and restaurants here as well, which is a really cool experience. It's not too busy today, luckily. Sometimes there isn't enough room to even move, so it's very interesting. Again, I recommend coming here if you've never seen it. This is one of my favorite shops here within the market. It sells just chilies, chili sauces, some of the hottest in the world. I can get all my Carolina Reapers and all the sauces that make my bottom hurt. Yep, La Boqueria. I'm getting a little bit claustrophobic now, so I'm gonna get out of here. So this is Palau Güell. I decided to come in. They said they're not sure about recording, but... So this is a scale model of Palau Güell. So we're inside here right now. Cool, huh? I feel like it's perfect weather for this building. It's super dark and gothic and kind of scary. And just over the road from Palau Güell, we have Plaça Reial, which is Royal Square, it means. And in 1878, Gaudí was commissioned to design lampposts to illuminate the square. And this is an example of one of the lampposts. At the top of each lamppost there is a winged helmet. It represents the Roman god of commerce, a symbol of trade and progress as Barcelona was growing in this time. Very cool. Nice place to come for a little drink here, for sure. So right now we're actually heading to Casa Calvet, which is in between. I'm getting stopped a little bit more often here now. That was a lady who wanted to say hello from her car. She loves Nala and Monkey, of course. Okay, so we're on our way to now Casa Calvet. This is another one of Gaudí's earlier works. This was done between 1898 and 1890. And it's a combination of straight lines and his kind of more organic form with elaborate stone carvings. And in 1990, it actually won the award for the best building in Barcelona. So let's see. So there's actually a restaurant and a coffee shop within Casa Calvet. So if you're in Barcelona and you want to go for a coffee, you can't get better than that. Nice. So we're here at Casa Vicens, just after Gaudí finished architecture school. One of his first commissions was to design a summer residence for a wealthy stockbroker, and this is what he came up with. I think it's remarkable. It's crazy, you know, after spending all day looking at some of Gaudí's wonkier buildings without any straight lines, to come to this, it looks like Lego. Wicked. And the sun's just come out, which means I've got one more place to visit, and then we're going to take the girls to Palau Güell. What a nice day. Now, another 40-minute walk to the next location, and all uphill it looks like. Let's go. I'm definitely working up a thirst here. I could do with a beer. I decided against beer, and I've gone for coffee number 2. Healthy boy. We're on our way to Torre Bellesguard. That's a hard word to say, but essentially it means beautiful view. The site has historical importance because it was once residence of Martin I, the last king of the House of Barcelona in the 15th century. And actually Gaudí integrated elements of the ruins into the design of this building. So I'm very excited to see what this looks like. It was built between 1900 and 1909. It's old, and what's cool about this is the medieval influence that it has. It kind of separates this building to the others. I'm gonna see if I can go in. Qué calor, ¿no?
Sí. Bueno, esta mañana le cobro 13, 12 de la entrada y 13 y uno más.
Vale, perfecto. Yes. I'm inside now with an audio guide. We're just getting up to it now. Look at this, I feel like I'm in a castle. The grounds are beautiful, and you've got these mosaicked seating areas everywhere. I'll show you. So I have half an hour before I'm allowed to get in, and I think it's worth the wait for the view. So what I'm doing is I'm listening to some information, and I'll pass it on to you while sitting in the sunshine. It sounds like every owner of this has had a different use for it. And in the Spanish Civil War, it was used as an orphanage, a hospital. Most of the time it's been used as a residence. And the correct pronunciation for this place is Bellesguard. So this is the smoking room. People would just come in here to smoke. And then in here we've got the music room, or the brickwork room, as it's called. Well, this is a bit nuts. I wasn't expecting to be able to get up here. Look at this view. Unreal. You can see Tibidabo up there, the cathedral on the hill there. How cool is this? That there is Barcelona. Wow. So this is called the Star of Venus, and as the sun moves across the window, it reflects a load of different projections on the white wall behind it, constantly changing. There's nothing there now, but the Star of Venus. No two buildings are the same. They each have their own character. They each have their own kind of unique quality about them. From Casa Batlló with the marine life inspiration facade, to this, the kind of medieval castle looking thing. It's very, very cool, very impressive. And I've learnt a lot today about Gaudí, and I hope you have too. Now, I'm gonna make my way home, pick up the girls, and then we're gonna go to Palau Güell to finish it off. My favourite thing in the city, especially in the sunshine, especially with the dogs, and you're invited. Come on. To save my legs, I've opted for a motorcycle home, as I've got a bit of a hike up to Palau Güell later with the girls, so let's go! Definitely one of the more fun ways to get around as well. It's actually a little bit too hot right now to walk Monkey and Nala. I'm gonna wait until later in the day where the sun is less intense. Hello. 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 Hello.
Good, huh? You smell nice.
Time for Palau Güell. Maya and Harry are around at the moment. Maya's just chilling on the terrace.
Hi guys.
With the world's cutest sausage dog. Aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah, Missy. Oh yeah. Ready? Should we go walkies? Yeah, should we go walkies, weebies? Come on. Come on, let's go walkies, weebies. Come on, come on.
Let's go to the final destination, Palau Güell.
Palau Güell.
It is worse than I thought. I knew it was going to be busy. In an ideal world, I would have come here before 9 o'clock because I have early access before the tourists. But right now, it is packed and I can't really show you anything without filming a load of strangers, and I don't love doing that. So what do I do? I'm gonna wrap this up now and just enjoy the walk with Nala and Monkey. Enjoy among this sea of tourists. And then one day this week, I'm gonna come for a long walkies weebies before it opens, and I'll give you a proper guided tour, okay? How does that sound? I'll come back when it's quiet, okay? So thanks for watching, and I owe you a guided tour around Palau Güell for next time. If you enjoy this kind of content, let me know. Barcelona is a very interesting place full of lots of interesting things, and I would be more than happy to take you around and see some other bits and bobs. There's a lot of history here, and yeah, I've got all the time in the world to make this kind of content, so just let me know. What a shame.